Hello, and welcome. So let's start this navigation. That's the coolest part and simplest. Yes, it's really simple to navigate to a composable to another composable. So you see this is really simple. So let's keep it simple. Let's keep it fast. And let's starting here. So what do we want? Do we want a home screen here? So let's take my app here that contains all our main logic here is the starter screen is this one, as you can see in the preview. So let's take this and move to the screens. So in these screens, we're going to create two packages, one for the movie screen, so the home one, and let's create another one for details. So we have a details screen, so let's create a package called details. This is my app here. Let's put inside the home one like this, and let's rename this. So I will press shift F6 and rename this to home screen like this. So you can see now my application called home screen. Let's rename this to shift F6, or you can call this home screen like this. You can also click on right click here and you can rename here. So you can create this, the same here for this. So you click here, you can click and rename here. So okay, so now here in the home screen, we need to pass our nav controller, because this is how we are able to control the navigation between this screen and another one. So let's pass our nav controller here. So nav controller, you expect not this one, nav controller, this one. So where we gonna use this? So this is going to use in this card. In the list column we have a lot of cards. This is not here anymore because I don't initialize this anymore. But so here in the main content now we have to pass here too. So let's pass here or inner padding as inner padding and or nav controller like this. And now we have to add this nav controller to our main content. So nav controller, we expect nav controller like this. It should be fine. Let's remove this preview here. So again, what we did is in the home screen here, we receiving the nav controller so we can control the navigation that we want to do. And we receiving this where our lazy column is. So we have this nav controller now, and here in the nav controller, where when we click, we don't do this anymore, we can literally navigate like this. So nav controller dot navigate, and we want to pass a route here. So the route that we're passing here will be movie screens dot detail screens dot name. So what you say here, when we click this name, we receive this nav controller here, and this nav controller will navigate to your detail screens. Okay, so now we have to say to our nav controller, what is this detail screens? So here in the navigation, we can come here and say, okay, let's create a composable here. That's when the route details screens be called, we start whenever you have composable we have inside here. So this is what I'm gonna do now. So here in details, we can just create let's create a file here. Let's call this details like this is screen, and here we can just create a composable, and Let's call this a fun details screen. And okay, here we can pass a scaffold here because you want to pass your inner padding here. So let's pass the scaffold here like this, and inner padding like this. Okay, and here we can, let's see, just create a text for now. Let's make this text like the tail screen like this, and here we can pass the modifier, and we can say the padding here is Compose UI, import the padding one is the inner padding, so don't get behind the H bar. Okay, so now what you can do is just saying whenever we call this road here, we can just call our details screen like this, and here whenever you call our home screen, you just call our home screen, and you have to pass the nav controller here. That's just it. It's simple like that. And now we just have to say, because they know is we saying that the start destination is the home screen, so he knows what he should show. So here in the main active now, we can take off this home screen from here. We can remove this one, and here we just will pass our movie navigation, because the movie navigations know that your first screen is my home screen, and we're just calling this here whenever they wrote this movie screen, home screen. So let's run this, see if it's work, but everything seems right. So please subscribe, and this is really simple. I will pass through this one more time. So when you click here, we should go to the details screen as such. Okay, this is cool. This is great. You can see we can go back, and every click we go into the details screen. So this is how we can create a navigation. So we have this nav controller that control our navigation of our app, and we have the nav host that controls the roads. So we create these composables here, and you say the road that is associated to the home screen here. And then in the screen, if you want to navigate to another screen, you have to receive this nav controller here, and you can use this nav controller to say, okay, nav controller, navigate to the road that I want, and this is just go back to the movie navigation and see, oh, which one is this road? Is this one? Is this one? So he just checks which one this is and go this. If you pass one that does not exist, we just receive an illegal argument exception here. Okay, so I think it's this for this class. If it's helped you in any way, click like for me please, and subscribe, which will help a lot. And I will create in the future, after we finish this introductory course, a really robust navigation course one. We can use navigation tree too. I will create some dependent injection, some architecture one, so view models, so everything we should go to really create a big and robust course. So it's all free, so please subscribe. We're getting better. In just 2 weeks, I think we evolve a lot. So let's keep it things simple, let's keep evolving, let's keep it together. See you soon.